Have you ever wondered if the future can be predicted? What if there were ancient prophecies that foresaw great empires and world events, which have been proven over time? This video unveils the prophecies of Daniel, a young captive who became a visionary in the court of ancient Babylon. We will explore how his prophetic visions accurately predicted the rise and fall of empires, and where we currently stand in these prophecies. In this video, you will understand how Daniel's prophecies relate to historical events from Babylon to the Roman Empire, discover archaeological evidence that validates these predictions, and consider the relevance of these prophecies in a modern context. Moreover, Daniel's final prophecy is unfolding today, and with this video, you will gain an overview of what the future of humanity may hold. How do these ancient predictions affect our understanding of today's global events? Were the decisions of leaders and the fates of nations truly anticipated? Continue watching to unravel these mysteries and discover how the prophecies of Daniel can provide valuable insights into the present and perhaps even predict future challenges. Daniel is an emblematic figure of biblical scriptures, whose life is a testament to faith, wisdom, and perseverance. He was taken from Jerusalem to Babylon after the city's conquest by Nebuchadnezzar II. Daniel was chosen to serve in the Babylonian court due to his exceptional intelligence and aptitude. Despite the challenges of living in a foreign land, Daniel stood out for his unwavering integrity and diplomatic skills, which led him to quickly ascend. His accurate interpretations of dreams and visions not only saved his life but also established him as a trusted advisor and respected administrator in the empire. Under the reign of Nebuchadnezzar, Babylon flourished as a center of power, culture, and religion. This period marked Babylon as the leading power of the ancient world, known for its magnificent constructions such as the Hanging Gardens, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. Politically, Nebuchadnezzar was a cunning strategist and a dominant leader, whose military campaigns greatly expanded the Babylonian borders. Socially, Babylon was a society where religion and astrology played crucial roles, guiding everything from political decisions to the everyday lives of its citizens. This historical and cultural context enriched and complicated Daniel's role as a prophet and administrator. One of the most significant events during Daniel's time was the enigmatic dream of Nebuchadnezzar. The dream featured a colossal statue made of various metals, each representing a subsequent empire. A stone, not cut by human hands, struck the statue at its feet of iron and clay, smashing them and causing the entire statue to crumble. The king's anxiety stemmed not only from the disturbing nature of the dream, but also from the inability of his magicians and soothsayers to interpret it. Daniel's ability to not only recount the dream accurately but also to interpret it correctly solidified his position in the court and highlighted his divine and intellectual connection. The dream, symbolizing the rise and fall of empires, became a key piece in biblical prophecies. In the prophecy revealed to Nebuchadnezzar, the statue seen in his dream is made up of 4 metals, each representing an empire with its own characteristics and destinies. Gold head represents Babylon, the empire ruled by Nebuchadnezzar. Gold, being the most precious and malleable of metals, symbolizes immense wealth and absolute power, but also the ease with which power can be shaped or corrupted. Silver, chest and arms symbolizes the Medo-Persian Empire. Silver, though valuable, is less noble than gold, reflecting the transition to a regime with dual leadership, Medes and Persians, where strength is diluted but still significant. Bronze, belly and thighs represents the Greek Empire led by Alexander the Great. Bronze, known for its strength and ability to conduct heat, symbolizes the rapid expansion and cultural influence of the Greeks, but also the inevitable corrosion and division following Alexander's death. Iron legs. These materials illustrate the Roman Empire and, subsequently, the fragmentation into smaller kingdoms. Iron, extremely strong, suggests the powerful Roman military machine, while clay, fragile and brittle, indicates the internal fragility and divisions that would eventually lead to the empire's fall. Iron and clay, feet. This segment is described in Daniel 2 verses 41 to 43, where it is explained that the feet and toes of the statue, a mixture of iron and clay, represent a kingdom that will be divided. Iron, a strong material, mixed with clay, a fragile material, symbolizes an unstable and incoherent union. This kingdom will be strong in some respects, like iron, but also fragile in others, like clay, indicating a political or social fragility. Connection to today and the future of humanity. The interpretation of the feat of Nebuchadnezzar's dream statue is often considered by biblical scholars and theologians as pertaining to the end times or a period of great political turbulence before the establishment of God's eternal kingdom. The mix of iron and clay can be seen as a metaphor for the following contemporary trends. Political fragmentation. Just as iron and clay do not completely unite, many current governments and societies are marked by a mix of strength and fragility. There are powerful forces at play, iron, but there are also significant divisions and incompatibilities within countries and between nations, clay, economic and social instability. The mixture can also represent the coexistence of significant technological and economic advancements with growing inequalities and social tensions. This reflects a society where the benefits of progress are not shared equally. Fragile alliances. In the global scene, the interpretation can extend to international alliances that, while strong in some respects, are inherently fragile and prone to conflicts and misunderstandings, as seen in various geopolitical coalitions. Biblical prophecies continue to influence political ideologies and the actions of world leaders. Daniel's prophetic vision has been particularly significant in some political circles, shaping policies and discussions. Influence at the United Nations. On several occasions, political leaders have used the language and imagery of Daniel's prophecies in speeches at the UN, particularly when discussing issues of global security and peace. Middle East policy. Daniel's prophecies are often cited in contexts related to the Middle East, where religious and political leaders interpret current events as fulfillments of Daniel's visions, influencing both diplomacy and regional conflicts. Prophecy about the future. According to the prophetic vision, the existence of this mixed kingdom is temporary and precedes the advent of God's kingdom. The stone that strikes the statue at its feet of iron and clay, completely shattering them, symbolizes the establishment of a divine kingdom that will not be succeeded or destroyed, an eternal kingdom that will replace all previous forms of human government. This part of the prophecy suggests that, despite human attempts to create order and stability, only the divine kingdom will provide a permanent and just solution to the dilemmas and divisions of humanity. Beyond the statue dream, Daniel had other visions that provide a deeper understanding of future events. The four great beasts, each beast, different from the one before, symbolizes kingdoms that would arise on earth. These include a lion with eagle's wings, a bear with 3 ribs in its mouth, a leopard with 4 heads and 4 wings, and a terrible beast with iron teeth. Each beast not only represents an empire but also specific aspects of its power, culture, and expansion. Explanation of angels. Daniel is assisted by angels who explain the visions, emphasizing divine sovereignty over world events and the promise of an eternal kingdom that will replace all others. The prophecies of Daniel have been the subject of extensive theological study, with interpretations ranging from literalist to symbolist. Some scholars view these visions as accurate predictions of world events, while others interpret them more metaphorically, focusing on the spiritual and ethical lessons. Debates continue over the exact meaning of each element of the visions, with each interpretation offering different insights into the nature of faith, the role of divinity in history, and the hope for a transformative future. Archaeological findings have been crucial in validating and clarifying the biblical narratives, and the prophecies of Daniel are no exception. Inscriptions and artifacts. Various artifacts, such as the cuneiform inscriptions found in Babylonian ruins, corroborate the existence of figures like Nebuchadnezzar and detail events that mirror those described in the Bible. Dead Sea Scrolls. Among the most impactful are the Dead Sea Scrolls, which include parts of the Book of Daniel. These texts, dating from centuries before Christ, provide a direct link between the written prophecies and their relevance over time. Studying the Bible goes beyond an exercise of faith. It is exploring a life manual rich in wisdom, guidance, and reflection. This sacred text offers ethical and moral principles that have guided people through the centuries, providing insights on how to live justly and meaningfully. For many, the Bible is an inexhaustible source of comfort in times of tribulation, a guide in moments of uncertainty, and a source of inspiration for everyday life. The invitation to reflect on our own attitudes is crucial, especially considering the contemporary global scenario. The prophecies of Daniel, for instance, teach us about the importance of vigilance and responsibility in our actions. Observing the current challenges and conflicts, we can see reflections of biblical warnings and teachings, which encourage us to examine how our choices impact not just ourselves, but those around us and the world at large. We are living in a period that many see as aligned with the prophetic descriptions of the last prophecy, a time that precedes major changes or even the end of an era, as described in the book of Daniel. This context is not meant to instill fear, but to motivate deep introspection and a call to positive action. It is a time to ponder how we can contribute to a better world, promoting peace, justice, and sustainability. The prophecies of Daniel, as explored throughout this video, offer an extraordinarily accurate and profound narrative on the rise and fall of empires, highlighting divine sovereignty over human history. From the statue of different metals to the visions of the four beasts and the interpretations provided by angels, each prophetic element has clear correspondence in the events of world history. The prophecies of Daniel, more than mere predictions of the past, are sources of wisdom and hope. In a world that often seems on the brink of chaos, the lessons contained in Daniel's visions resonate with a message of perseverance and unwavering faith. The endurance of these prophecies reminds us that, regardless of the challenges we face, there is a greater order and purpose that have guided humanity through the centuries. If you found the revelations and insights from the prophecies of Daniel fascinating and enriching, be sure to subscribe to our channel for more in-depth content like this. Each like and share helps to spread these valuable messages that can enlighten and transform lives. By joining our community, you not only strengthen your journey of knowledge and faith, but also help others discover these important truths. Don't miss this chance to be part of something bigger. Subscribe, like, and share now. Additionally, if you were interested in what we explored today, you'll want to watch our previous video. Before the second coming of Christ, these 4 signs will take place. In it, we dive into crucial events that precede a significant moment in prophetic history. Click here to watch now and continue your exploration of biblical truths that have the power to change perspectives and prepare hearts for what's to come. Don't forget to share with friends and family. You never know who you might help with these powerful messages.